Hello again. Are you guys ready for some more randomness? Um, yeah, no, I just want to keep thinking out loud. Uh, and I don't know, I kind of like having the revelations, and I guess this is helping me because I'm speaking it out loud, and so while I'm speaking, things come to me. And yeah, like I said, I watch these, and it just helps me see myself in a different way also. um, hmm. I'm doing a lot of work, um, really reflecting on my behavior, my thoughts, um, like what I believe in, what's important to me. And I've said it so many times. I need to write it down, and I haven't. I think that's maybe one thing, that one part of the work that I haven't really had the courage to do yet. Sometimes I feel like I am changing, and if I'm changing, writing it down isn't. I don't know. Maybe it's just some sort of self-sabotage. Not really sabotage, just um maybe it's a little block. Because I used to write a lot. I used to write a lot of poetry. I used to journal. And after my poetry got stolen from me, I sort of lost some of my inspiration. I sort of lost my fire, my passion for it. So yeah, maybe that's part of the block, is like putting all that work and my heart and soul into something and trying to share it with someone, so that maybe like it could help them feel better. So backstory, I've always been pretty extreme, really feeling deeply and able to exaggerate it. Well, I don't know if it's exaggerating, or just like the way I was able to word things on a piece of paper was pretty, I don't want to say profound. I just can't think of a different word for it right now. But it was really good. I had some teacher actually talk to me about publishing one of my poems, and so it was just, I was really like, it was really good, most of it. And someone close to me, very close to me, was in the hospital, sort of like it was a mental ward. And so when I was visiting them, I met some of the other people that were there, and there was this girl, and she was a little bit younger than me, not too much, but I just saw like how much pain she was in, and it was just so depressed. And so I thought, you know, I've felt similar to this, and I know I kind of felt like I knew what she was going through, and I told her, I was like, well, writing poetry helps me, and like, I could share it with you, and you can read it and maybe get your own ideas, maybe be inspired by it. And so I brought it to her, and she said it was helping, and she wanted to keep it like for one more day so that she can write some of them down. And I was like, all right, fine. And that's fine. I'll just get it tomorrow, because I was there almost every day. So I go back, and she checked out. But she told me that she gave it to another girl that said she needed some more help, or whatever. And I was like, okay. So I talked to this girl, and she's like, oh yeah, I'll just I guess I don't remember exactly how it went. All I know is I brought it to one girl, and that one girl gave it to another girl who took it or threw it away. I don't know where it went. And after that, I sort of stopped writing. Anyway, every now and then, when I had like, I've been inspired a couple of times since then, mostly like corny, like puppy love type stuff, but it was some pain. So it was like a mix of like, it's more like loving anguish is how I can describe those few that I was inspired to do. But yeah, it's something that I kind of lost, and I want to get it back. And I'm getting back my creativity. My inspiration is coming back to me, but that writing block is still there. So it's something I need to work on. Something I need to work on. And yeah, this is a little interesting. I'm feeling actually really exposed right now. And I'm getting kind of hot, like flushed. Something's happening. And actually, I kind of want you to see the wave. And I know you can't like see it physically, but just watching it go through me. Yeah, yeah, something. I'm very exposed right now, and it's not very comfortable. I guess, that it happened so long ago, and I guess it got stuck. And for a long time, I thought I just accepted it, and I didn't make a big deal out of it. And now that I'm clearing a lot of stuff out, and it just came up right now from this randomness. Maybe I never grieved a loss. Maybe I use this as an excuse. Whoa. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot. Yeah, when we put our heart and soul into something, and we want to share it to maybe help lift somebody up, and I don't really know the other side of the story. I don't think I ever will, but it's like, I don't think it meant that much to the second person who actually took it. So, like, I don't even think they understood. And, so it's kind of like someone who couldn't even appreciate or fathom or understand like how much of me was in those. And just taking it. Well, so that wave is gone. So something moved, but I still have like a knot, like a lump in my throat. So I don't know if I'm still suppressing or if I just don't know how to express it. Yeah, I don't think I let it all out. But I almost did. Almost did it right in front of you guys, and maybe that's what stopped me. Maybe because I was really exposed. Maybe that took a little of it away. Or maybe it just moved out before I could fully express it. Yeah, this it's really subtle. The movement, the removing of clutter from your mind and emotions, pulling back in yourself, the pieces of your soul that you lost along the way because of pain, all kinds of different kinds of pain. But maybe I just got a piece of me back. I feel like that's kind of what happened right now. I'm not quite sure yet because it's so fresh, but that lump in my throat dissipated, and I'm feeling warm, but not like that, like when you get angry and there's this, gets so hot, it's that you can't contain it. You're so hot, and like you don't want to put it on somebody, but it's so hot and you don't know what to do with it. That's not what I'm talking about. Talking about this warm, it's just a warmth that comes over my whole body, and it's still there, and a calm, like a peace, sort of. I mean, I'm sure you've all experienced peace and what peace feels like. So, it's sort of like that. It's a nice, warm feeling. Sort of like for me, I love coffee. So it sort of feels like that first sip of a fresh cup of coffee in the morning. And it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. So yeah, whatever just happened, whatever you witnessed, it may seem like you may not understand it, but this is part of what I want to share, is the process of what the Holy Spirit's doing in me, what's happening, the steps to the big change. It's all little steps. It's not just all of a sudden yes, we're brand new once we get baptized, or what. I do believe that Jesus is our Savior and that He died for us so that we could live. But I know not everybody does, but there's something that happens. Every one of us has our own rebirth moment, where we start to changes all the time. It's always happening. But when we're doing it purposely, there's that moment where you want to start fresh, and there's little tiny steps, and the more steps you take, the higher you go. And so you'll recognize it, you'll feel the changes. It's though, it's not just one day you're completely a different person. There is some the brain works where it's the synapse two synapses, and then an electricity goes through, and that's the connection. That's the solid thought pattern that's created. So what we want to do for certain patterns that are stuck in there, it's like the more and more it fires, the same one fires, the deeper the groove in your brain. So it takes a lot of work to like have that groove kind of lift up. The body does do amazing things. So your brain can like change. And so the more and more we work on it, the more and more we're aware of like, oh, I don't want this thought anymore. I don't want this anymore. Then like we refocus and create a new one in a different spot, like a new groove in a different spot, and we refocus. And so, and that's a lot of like grooves in the brain that we created over time. So yeah, you're not going to see an instant change, even though we want to. But yeah, part of it is I want my life to be a testimony to the work that God's doing in me, and like for people to see like how we can progress forward. And like I know I've been watching these videos, like I said, and it doesn't, it's like not watching the same person. And I guess it depends on the day, but yeah, but you'll see, I'm sure if you stick around and you're interested, and I'm entertaining to you, yeah, you'll probably see it. I'm just, it's kind of, it's exciting to me because I don't even know what's going to happen next. I don't know what part of me is going to disappear, what part of me is going to come back, like what part of me, like my soul, my heart, it's going to start shining now, after whatever clutter, whatever junk I can get rid of, you know what I mean? So yeah, and I actually had a dream last night about, it was like a warehouse, and I was like, oh wow, it's like really clean and clutter free. So I'm picturing this warehouse, like my brain, like this is like a metaphor for my brain. My subconscious is showing me something. So it's like there was a couple of things in there, like big things. And, we need to keep some things like practical information that we learn, like tying our shoes, driving a car, things like that. But, yeah, it's getting clean. I can see it. It's like, it's getting clean. So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to showing you my journey, and like hopefully encouraging you, and maybe if you wanted to even like help you on your journey, if you think I could help. So yeah, no, this is a really long video, so I'm just gonna stop it here. If I can find my mouse, this computer. Where is it? Come on, where are you? Okay, there you are.